Welcome, adventurers and lore masters, to this deep dive into the darkest roots of Dungeons & Dragons cosmology, the history and secrets of the Shard of Pure Evil. We'll unravel the true origins and devastating machinations that shaped multiversal history, and, as revealed in the Demonomicon of Igwilv, the hidden truth behind what sparked the Dawn War, which I explored in my previous video. Long before mortals or gods, an ancient race of fiends known as the obyriths ruled a forgotten universe. These beings embodied elemental chaos and abominable evil, their very forms so repulsive, to even witness them was to invite insanity. The obyriths' reality withered through their own depredations, leaving only dying embers and a desperate plan to escape their failing cosmos. To escape annihilation and corrupt a new reality, the obyriths forged the Shard of Pure Evil, a concentrated cosmic seed of vileness said to be formed from the sacrificed essences of their own kind. This artifact would be their bridge into a new multiverse, but also bait to ensnare and corrupt any being desperate or foolish enough to seize its power. Eons passed before a new champion of entropy arrived, Tharizdun, an ambitious, power-hungry deity from Earth. In his relentless quest to overcome the other gods, Tharizdun discovered the Shard of Pure Evil. In that moment, he was mentally and spiritually ravaged, falling under the sway of the ancient obyriths and their insidious designs. The obyriths demanded Tharizdun plant the shard within the astral sea, promising dominion in exchange. Even within madness, Tharizdun realized the gods would unite against him if he acted so brazenly. Instead, he journeyed into the primordial wastes of the elemental chaos, a maelstrom unclaimed by order or divinity, and planted the shard there. From this heinous act, the Abyss was born, a spiraling vortex of infinite layers, radiating corruption and chaos, growing ever deeper as the Shard of Evil burrowed through the fabric of the multiverse. This single event seeded the raw, roiling force of evil that would haunt the cosmos for all eternity. The unexpected placement infuriated the obyriths. Drawn into the nascent abyss, these primeval fiends entered our multiverse through the vortex, their own home finally destroyed. But Tharizdun, changed and empowered by the shard, defied his would-be masters. Instead of serving them, he turned their weapons and the demonic spawn of the abyss against them. Thus began an endless conflict. Newly birthed demons by the will of the abyss and Tharizdun, called Tanari, clashed with the obyriths the eons. Out of this primordial war, the horrifying landscape and power structures of the abyss began to take shape, as demon lords, both obyrith and Tanari, jockeyed for supremacy. As the abyss matured, curious and reckless primordials were drawn in, corrupted and transformed by the abyss's power, into demon lords themselves. Among these were infamous names like Demogorgon, Orcus, and Baphomet, each twisted by chaotic evil, each vying for the shard's promise of ultimate power. At the heart of the Abyssian ocean, the Shard of Pure Evil waited, drawing contenders for its unimaginable strength. It's said that Demogorgon was first to reach the shard, but was challenged by Dagon, a surviving obyrith lord. While they battled, another obyrith, Obox-Ob, seized the opportunity and claimed the shard for himself. Empowered and corrupted by the shard, Obox-Ob became the first prince of demons. The shard drove him with an irresistible urge, seed itself in the astral sea and corrupt all reality. If Obox-Ob succeeded, he might have become master of the multiverse, a prospect that filled all who knew with dread. To prevent this, Demogorgon, Orcus, and Baphomet, normally bitter rivals, joined forces to confront Obox-Ob in a cataclysmic battle. The violence was so great that it tore open the Blood Rift, a titanic chasm that forever scarred the abyss. The Shard of Evil fell into this abyssal pit, vanishing from all sight. With the shard lost, primordials turned demon lords and obyriths alike vied for control amidst chaos. But Tharizdun's ambitions remained unchecked. He attempted to subjugate the powerful new demon lords, yet found Demogorgon, Orcus and Baphomet too strong-willed to enslave. Cautiously, Tharizdun retreated to the elemental chaos. Seeking a new path to power, Tharizdun adopted the identity of the Elder Elemental Eye, the first of the primordials. Under this ancient guise, he rallied the primordials, already seething at the gods for interfering in creation, to unify under his banner, helping to set the stage for the Dawn War. Few among the cults of elemental evil truly knew Tharizdun's identity. Even fewer survived learning the truth. The other gods eventually became aware of the growing threat. For once, they set aside their rivalries and combined their might. Unwilling to let Tharizdun's chaos overrun the planes, they enacted the unthinkable. Together, the gods imprisoned Tharizdun, sealing him away in a remote, dead universe, even as they spread rumors that his prison remained hidden within the abyss itself. To further misdirect would-be liberators, Archangel Asmodeus and his legions were tasked with guarding a false prison in the abyss, while Tharizdun's true containment was hidden elsewhere. The cosmic prison of the chained god became a nexus of secrecy, fear, and conspiracy, a mystery that remains unsolved by most denizens of the planes. With Tharizdun gone, the elemental forces and demons he had manipulated fell into disarray. Tharizdun's former general, Miska the Wolf Spider, asserted control over the cult of elemental evil and launched an ambitious assault on the abyss, determined to recover the shard of pure evil for himself and reshape the multiverse to his chaotic design. The existing Prince of Demons, Obyssal, opposed Miska's invasion with his own formidable forces. The resulting war was one of the most devastating in abyssal history, an apocalyptic struggle that pitted ancient obyriths against the rising legions of Tanari and other transformed beings. With the forces locked in brutal combat, the enigmatic Queen of Chaos, obyrith of unimaginable power, sometimes thought to be an elder evil or the mightiest of her kind, made her decisive move. She struck down Obyssal, ending his reign as Prince of Demons, and irrevocably changed the balance of power. In reward for his loyalty and service, the Queen of Chaos granted Miska the coveted title and mantle of Prince of Demons. In turn, Miska pledged his allegiance to her cause, the destruction of the gods and subjugation of the cosmos to chaos and evil, a bargain that would define the final stretch of the Dawn War. The Queen of Chaos and Miska's legions forged an alliance of unimaginable destruction, marshalling the demons of the abyss and elemental chaos against the forces of law. This brutal campaign threatened the very fabric of existence, leading inexorably toward the legendary field of Pesh and the supreme battle of law versus chaos. At the nerve center of this cosmic struggle, the Queen of Chaos guided her army using not only force, but unfathomable cunning, making alliances, murdering rivals, and ensuring that the Tanari, her engineered successors to rebellious obyriths, would forever dominate the abyss. The ancient lords, once the masters of chaos, became hunted, scattered, or imprisoned. Miska, now Prince of Demons, pressed the campaign against the Wind Dukes of Arca, paragons of cosmic law. On the world of Earth, the two sides met in a war of mythic scale. The Wind Dukes, wielding the Rod of Seven Parts, finally defeated and imprisoned Miska within the infinite howling madness of pandemonium. But in this act, the cosmic balance was forever shifted. The end of the Dawn War saw the obyriths nearly annihilated, their remnants banished to abyssal wastelands or scattered across the plains. The Tanari rose as dominant demons, reshaping the abyss into a reflection of mortal sin and cruel ingenuity, while the shard of pure evil remained at the unclaimed, unreachable core of the Blood Rift. The Blood War, interminable conflict between devil and demon, emerged as the modern echo of these ancient cosmic struggles. Both sides seek the power of the abyss, but even the greatest never dare to recover the shard, fearing its consuming madness and the return of obyrith domination. The true origins and legacy of the Shard of Pure Evil remain one of the deepest, most forbidden secrets in D&D cosmology. It is the foundation of the Abyss, the madness of demons, and the secret cause behind the ancient Dawn War. Even now, cults and conspiracies strive to uncover or harness its power, risking everything for a glimpse at ultimate, chaotic corruption. In summary, the tale of the Shard, the Obyriths, Tharizdun, and the Queen of Chaos is a spiraling narrative of betrayal, apocalypse, and rebirth. Every layer of abyssal history is soaked in their ambitions and failures. And for those daring enough to explore these roots, the potential for new cataclysm or unimaginable power awaits.